my thought frame of when they go to make these Fantastic Four movies. Who are the dumbest unemployable writers we can find? We can spend. We've got all this money for special effects.
That's sort of mean because
we'll even have some great actors. But let's find
the first one and the second one
possible.
I like the first one and the second one. They were watchable. I like the Green Lantern. It was watchable.
Okay, it was watchable. Green Lantern was watchable.
Listen. Everything but Doom. I did not. That Dr. Doom, I hated it. I'm sorry. That was not Dr. Doom. That was just I don't know what that was. That was just a man in a metal mask.
That dude there seemed like he played it for a made-for-TV television show or something.
They made it so that metal was growing out of his skin.
Yeah.
I mean, they could have done better. And I understand that when you make a superhero movie, the origin story has to change a little bit for the people that maybe are not in the comic books. I get that. I understand it. Whenever I go look at a movie, depending on who I'm going with, I'm having to tell them, well, in the comic books, this is what happened. But that Dr. Doom was terrible. And they could have kept it at least similar to his origin story in the books. Exactly. It would have been easier. Exactly. It would have been interesting. It would have been intriguing. And in some ways, it would have made more sense with the movie.
Yeah, he already has a depth background. You don't need to mess with that. You know what I'm saying? Everything that makes Dr. Doom is already there. You just gotta transfer it to the screen.
But I think now the difference is, and I think this goes with Marvel in particular, and even because we see it with the Star Trek series, and though I know we're not talking about Star Trek, but you're seeing people who are fans of the characters.
Right.
They've either collected comics in the past. I know with Star Trek, they've got directors now who are fans of Star Trek, who are Trekkies,
right?
Who've seen the movies, who were fans before they got the job to actually make these episodes. Marvel is doing the same thing. Not everybody is a fan like that, but they've got enough people in key places that they're staying in their lane enough to make the movies interesting and relevant. When DC is not doing that, and it shows that they're not doing that.
Right.
They did it. If you look at some of the writers and creators of the animated series, some of them did that. They were fans. But when you get to the movies and the things now that the TV shows, it's obvious to me that you got people who are not really fans.
The thing, well, I'm gonna say this about it, and this is actually a black character. I watched the animated show. It was on HBO Max, and HBO Max has all the DC property on there, all the stuff there. I'm trying to see which movie it was that I watched. Oh, it's Green Lantern: Beware My Power. It's the animated movie. Alvin, if you come up, do you have HBO Max? Either one of y'all have HBO Max?
No, I don't.
No,
it's
no.
Alvin,
I'm at the limit of my streaming purchases.
We'll watch it. For some reason, their animated series, well, not series, their animated movies are great. I love their animated movies. Every time a new one comes, and they put a few. They put about 5 or 6 out a year. Maybe more.
Yeah. Their animated movies are off the chain. I bought some.
And this one right here was the story. Hal Jordan was lost, and what's the name? The other guy. His name was Guy. Guy Garner. Yeah, Guy Garner was killed. So this is the story of one of the Guardians come to Earth to give the black guy, I forgot his name, to find him and give him a ring. So he didn't want it at first. So it's pretty much
John Stewart.
John Stewart. It's pretty much him. It's his origin story and him getting the Green Lantern mantle. And it's funny that the person that pretty much helps him and trains him because he didn't know what he was doing. Because the Green Lantern, the Guardians, everyone in Oa was pretty much dead. He was the only Green Lantern pretty much, and the person that was training him was Green Arrow, of all people. I'm like, how's Green? I mean, I understand they're both green, but how's Green Arrow the one that's training you how to be a Green Lantern? But either way,
you know what though?
What?
He's they were best friends. Hal Jordan and Oliver. You know, because they had the books together. So I guess they figured, hey, you spend enough time with him.
Yeah.
Show him.
So Green Arrow was that. I'm not gonna get to the plot in case anybody, but y'all go see the movie. But that's another black character. You know, I've just thought about it. A black character, the Black Green Lantern. I guess that'll be a good movie. Just a good switch to have those.
They're thinking about this next Green Lantern movie is gonna be John Stewart.
Yeah.
So and they said the last I heard, it wasn't off the table yet. You know how they scrapped all the other DC movie properties. That one there, to my knowledge, hadn't been scrapped yet. Mm-hmm. So that a lot of people are anticipating John Stewart as playing the next Green Lantern in the movies.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good transition. But like I said, but yeah, I'm really excited about this. You know, the Kang coming up and the Ant-Man and the Wasp and everything. This movie is gonna. Of course, I gotta go through look at all the YouTube videos and everybody speculating on what's gonna go on.
I've been doing the same thing.
I have to pull myself away from that as well. But I watched it. I watched a couple of them, and this one guy. This on Screen Crush YouTube channel. He's pretty accurate.
I've seen him.
He's pretty accurate on a lot of stuff, and getting his take on what's going on and everything. I like it. I like how he breaks stuff down as well. So, but yeah, like I said, I'm real intrigued on this. Especially the Loki series is set to come out this summer. So we're gonna have the quantum realm. So, and then I don't know, after that, the Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't know if the Guardians of the Galaxy gonna be doing anything quantum realm related or Kang related or anything.
I think all the movies that's coming up now is going to be moving in that direction. So they're going to have. I think they're all going to be, if it's not necessarily in the movie, maybe the end scenes. Yeah. Because everybody's going to be moving toward.
It might be the end scene because with that the second Ant-Man and Wasp, it came in between Infinity Wars and Endgame. It wasn't really much in the movie about it that going on. It was just in that end scene. So when the family got snapped away and everything. So that was the only part in there. So, like I said, I'm just intrigued. I'm excited about it. I'm real excited about it because I like I said, I like the possibilities of everything that they have going on. Like I said, I really want to see this Loki series because they're saying that there's going to be a whole lot of Kang variants in it. That to me is that's gonna be a real thing to see because I guess we'll get, with there being so many Kang variants, we'll get a real glimpse of the battles coming up with the young Avengers and the new Avengers or whoever else. We'll get to see what type of characters these Kangs will be, and everything. So is there anything that y'all hoping to see to get out of that? Any explanations or anything that new Loki?
Well, I know Secret Wars are coming up, so I'm curious to see how that's going to all get worked in. And I don't know if y'all remember, because Marvel actually had a couple of variants of the Secret World Wars, and the first one had this character called the Beyonder.
Yeah, Beyonder.
Yeah, he was in the first and the second.
Yeah,
the first one you didn't see him. The first series you didn't see him. He made his official appearance in the second volume.
Yeah, because he came to Earth in the second volume, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so it's kind of going to be interesting to see how they go with the. I could see Kane being the Beyond. I could see him taking that slot as the protagonist.
Yeah,
as the antagonist rather.
Yeah,
being taking that slot as that. But I'm curious to see how this is going to lead up to it, because in my opinion, everything that we see from this point on is leading toward that Secret Wars piece. And I mean, thinking about how, I mean, the reality of it is all these characters that they signed to these multi-year contracts, these actors, either they're coming to the end of their contracts, or it's got to be renegotiated, or they're asking for more money. And so it's just going to be interesting to see how this moves in that direction.